Hello everyone. Today I have a great pleasure to introduce our new member, Yasmine El Ouarradi from Morocco, a new artist. Hello Yasmine, it's a great pleasure to have you in our group.
Hi, Ed. Well, first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity and for showing interest in my artwork. This is a great pleasure for me to introduce my story to others. So yeah, here I am. It's Yasmin.
Yeah, so I found you on the Instagram and I was attracted with your artwork. Obviously, you don't have so much content yet, but it looks very interesting. So if you can share a little bit more about how did you start to think about art and what kind of art do you like and what kind of art you are now doing?
Okay, so I'm a painter. That's in the beginning of the journey. My story is that I started drawing at an early age. I discovered my talent when I was in primary school. So my passion for drawing kept growing over time since then. It was hard to keep up with it. Of course, it was hard at times because I had other projects going on in my life. So I kept going on and off. But yeah, I've always felt the need to draw whenever I felt a certain emotion or whenever I experienced something new. So I thought maybe I could also express myself through painting. And that's when I started painting 2 years ago. So as I said before, I'm still in the beginning of my journey. I'm still trying to find my style, the type of painting that I'm comfortable with. So this is one of my paintings, by the way.
And I saw you have a kind of two topics, main topics. What I found, it's like horses and also the ocean. So can you share
Yeah.
about those two?
Yeah, sure. So, I'm a huge fan of horses. I
Mhm.
love horses so much. It's my favorite animal, and I thought maybe I could sketch one of the horse. And I think it's the one that went viral. It's the one that's been liked the most in my profile. I wasn't expecting that at all. I mean, it was so overwhelming to feel people's support. And I have another painting, which is the ocean one. It's called The Flow. That one is a bit, how would I say? It has a story. That one is personal. It's a dark sea where you can see boats going into one direction and they don't know where they're heading or where they're going to, but they're just going with the flow and following the moonlight, which represents how I felt back in a certain period of my life. I was going through hard times and I didn't know where I was heading in my life. I didn't know where I was going. I just followed my intuition. That's what the moonlight represents. Actually, it's what I felt inside. It's this voice that kept telling me, "Just keep going. It's going to be all right." So that's the story of these two artworks. Sorry.
And Yasmin, do you have someone who is inspire you, like from the artists?
Yes, I do. Well, first of all, I can say that I grew up in an artistic environment because my mom is a painter as well.
Mhm.
So she inspired me growing up. I watched her drawing and I watched her paint, and it really inspired me to follow my heart and do what I want. That's she encouraged me, to be honest, to open my page and share my work with people. And there's another artist, it's Vincent van Gogh. I'm a huge fan, and I'm actually planning to recreate one of his paintings, The Starry Night. So yeah, the Van Gogh story inspired me a lot, and his artwork is just amazing. And yeah, that's the two people that inspire me in my life. It's Van Gogh and Mom.
Your mom. Okay,
Yeah.
very nice, very nice. And in terms of the time you allocate for producing art, like you said, now is your hobby. Do you think it's can be something more in the future?
Yes. So as I said, I'm still trying to find my style.
Hmm.
I'm still discovering because if you notice, each painting is different from the other. I'm still trying to figure out what's best for me, and I'm actually trying to paint more, have more artwork, so I can open my gallery soon.
Hmm.
That's my plan for now. I'm working on myself as an artist, and I'm planning on showing my art to others in person. So yeah.
And you are based in Morocco, but before the interview, you told me like that you actually travel a lot and you have friends from different countries. So, what are your friends tell you when they see your artwork? What kind of feedback you get from them?
Yeah, I get positive feedback. I haven't shared my talent with anyone, to be honest, until 2 years ago. It was only my parents that knew that I could draw and saw my artwork. It was just, a secret, and it's just a secret passion of mine. And then when I decided to become serious about it, I shared it with my friends. I shared it with really close people in my life, and they're very supportive. And they've watched me progress, to be honest, and they're really supportive. I appreciate that, and they love it. They sometimes ask me to paint things for them, and I don't keep all of my paintings.
Mhm.
I have a lot of friends, and I gift every one of them paintings. So yeah.
So what did they tell you, like, or how they feel about your painting? What kind of emotions might they have?
Yeah, so as I said, my each painting of mine has a story, and I
Mhm,
think when something has a story or something has a meaning, people relate more to it.
mhm,
When I shared the story of the flow, and there's another painting that I have called the vow. When I said that they're related to it because they could relate to the story, and they made them feel some sort of emotions. Each one of my friends relates to my paintings based on what they feel, based on their personal experiences.
mhm, mhm. And in terms of the uh, creativity, which you definitely have inside of yourself, well, what do you think about being an artist? It's your approach, like to make it personal. So maybe create the art from your personal experience, or you also can generate the artwork from the other people experience as well.
Yeah, so I found it hard at first to find inspiration anywhere. It was my main challenge as a beginner, artist beginner. So I tried to base my inspiration on two things: my personal experiences, emotions, and nature. Nature is beautiful and it's inspiring.
Mhm,
So whenever I travel somewhere or whenever I go to somewhere new, I get inspired by nature. For example, this one I went to a new city to do skydiving, and on the road I saw these beautiful flowers. They were yellow and red, so that's why I took some of that. I did some of that on my painting. And also, for example, when I see people's work on Instagram or anywhere, I keep it in mind and try to improvise. I take from here, and from different places, and try to make something of my own. So yeah, that's how I get inspired.
and when you look in your previous artwork and today's artwork, and do you feel like is when you can actually say now this is finished, or you always think, oh, I can do something more with this picture?
Yeah, well, I always take a lot of time when I work on a piece. For example, this one I took, I guess, 2 weeks. I like to, for example, add a few details today and then wake up, and because I always have a different perspective, whenever it's a new day. So yeah, I always think about editing things and adding things. So yeah.
Do you have some work which you think might take for a while, like which is unfinished?
Yeah, it was the vow picture. It's a
Mhm,
picture that I took. I was on a trip, and it was a very special moment for me. And I took that picture in a city that I love so much. It's in the
mhm,
north of Morocco, and that picture meant a lot to me. And it took me a long time to do that one because it had a lot of details, and it was my first time drawing something, painting something from something that already exists. Copying.
mhm, mhm,
And yeah, it took me a lot of time. I think it took me 1 month because I also don't have a lot of time to focus on one painting. I also have other
mhm.
things going on in my life.
Sure,
So
sure.
yeah, yeah, if I face things, yeah, this happens a lot.
And what does your mom tell you in terms of the to be an artist in her life?
She's really happy, to be honest. She's proud of me, and she's always supportive. Whenever I start working on a piece, she just keeps checking the progress, and she keeps telling me, "Yeah, you can edit this one. You can add this. You can Or for example, when I feel down, it happens to me at times I feel real down. I don't really like how the painting, for example, is progressing. And she just tell me, look, you don't have to feel bad or anything. You can just edit this one and this one, or it's going perfect. You can keep going. So yeah, that's my mom's role in my life as an artist.
Nice. And for all people who might want to know more about your artwork, so they can follow you on your Instagram profile. Do you have any other profile when they can find your artwork?
No, I only have my Instagram page because my intention at first wasn't me promoting my work. I just wanted to have a profile where I can stock my artwork because I didn't want to share it in my personal account. And when I saw people's support and people started reacting and expressing, they showed interest in my artwork, and I considered, why not? I mean, why not start sharing paintings for those people? Maybe there are artists that are still at the beginning would get inspired from my story, so
Mhm.
yeah.
And in terms of the something you think you would like to paint next, do you have something which is on top of your mind?
Yes, I actually do. I have mountains in my mind for now. That's all I'm thinking about, mountains and nature. That's it. So I want to create something with the sunsets
Mhm.
and mountain view and, you know, trees and stuff. So yeah, I'm still thinking. I still don't have the inspiration enough to hold my brush in my hand, but yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about something.
Yasmin, thank you so much for this interview, and wish you all the best. And say hello to your mom, and looking forward for your progress.
It was a pleasure, Ed. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and yeah, have a great day.
Thank you for all of you guys who enjoyed the show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share to the people who you think might be interested in following the young artist. Thank you so much for watching us.